So Brighter Shores is the new early access MMO from Andrew Gower, one of the original creators of RuneScape, the Gower brothers. And it looks so much like RS3 that it is impossible for me not to make comparisons. I'll show you what I mean. Character creation is a little bit better, and the characters are a little bit higher detail, which is something a little bit different at the very least. I'm Gwen number 2, that's so sad. So just like RuneScape, it is a 3D top-down, third-person kind of camera movement thing. Annoyingly, it only seems like you can move the camera with your keyboard, which already puts me off of this. And there's no way to change keybinds. It's early access, that makes sense. But that also seems pretty basic, I don't know. What's up, Jal? Okay, so the chat box, it is still the text-based thing that RuneScape always was, except instead of being a little box in the corner, it is a lot of different boxes in different places. I guess a tiny bit more modern? Tiny bit? This is very weird. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. The camera being arrested and different in every place you go? Now it's gonna follow me? A little weird. Oh, you can left click to rotate the camera. That would have been good to know. Oh, good to have been told earlier. Okay, so one of the big differences from RuneScape, it looks like the quest list is an actual storyline that we're following. I'm guessing closer to more classic RPG kind of stuff where you follow a storyline, find locals, and kill some boars and shit. Let's find out. What's up, Bins? I don't really like the interface style. It feels very, very mobile game. It's probably supposed to be very mobile game, I guess. And it's just in early access on Steam right now, but it really feels mobile gamey. You know, it's left click to move and left click and hold to rotate. That sounds like tap and drag, and then we've got big UI buttons that don't move on the screen. Yeah, you know, tell me that's not a mobile game. Yeah, I really dislike that it just steals your camera every time you enter a new room. Okay, so this is just all getting the tutorial items, getting new medical combat equipment, and getting combat equipment, stuff like that. I'm supposed to be talking to a person. But, like, obviously this is way different from how RuneScape works. Technically, you know, the interfaces are very different or whatever, but the icons, the text, the style, the way things look and feel, other than the camera and the, like, right-click menus and stuff, it just looks so much like RuneScape 3, the modern game, which isn't even what Andrew Gower worked on. I don't know, it's very confusing to me. This is a little bit weird. We've just got a big empty hole here with some text on the side for the quests, I guess. Okay, we're getting lore. We have a magical signature. We have an unusual aura. Okay, no, I mean, it is... Instead of having a little condensed interface with all your, you know, your skills and your inventory and your spells and stuff, no, it's just random icons. So we've got the spellbook over here, we got the combat tab, the equipment, a little bit weird. I know I think the way equipment and stuff works is very different. Like, there's only one armor slot or something, but I guess we'll find that out in a moment. It appears we've run out of quests. So just like RuneScape 3, we've got waystones that look like just bigger versions of waystones. Okay. Teleport to home port. We've got the very early game teleport available. Cool animation. I don't really understand the disconnected zones and the camera stealing every time you switch. Like, this feels like it could just have been a normal, just a transition. Like, why does it have to be different? It feels very disconnected and weird, and I'm not sure why. I already used the spell I learned. It should know that. Andrew, you should have a little variable that says I've already used the teleport. Making me come all the way back over here. Yeah, and now I've got to go back to that guy. Wasting my time, Andrew. We got a sensing spell just then? I'm not really sure what it does yet. But now we actually do combat. Now we actually learn what that little interface was. A bank rift? I'm learning things that I don't think I'm supposed to be learning. But we just have a bank available from anywhere? Interesting. Again, I don't know enough about the game to really know what that means. There's a very dramatic cutscene, and now we're sort of bumbling around trying to find people. So for combat, you don't... when you click them, this little interface comes up, and you have to pick an attack, and I guess it's gonna be that? Okay, so it's hotkey combat, but not? You just get to choose? Yeah, you just like choose your auto attack. I'm clicking 1 or 2, picking between these two weapons, and it just switches. If I click 2, next attack is a fist, and it just keeps doing that over and over, which I guess is a little weird. But, I mean, look at this. You got the health bars above the head. The extra health bars on the screen are just sort of make it seem like a RuneScape knockoff rather than like a new kind of expression on top of the RuneScape formula. It's a little weird. I'm sure this gets a little better later, but this very first bit of combat, the hotkeys, all of this bar seems like a big waste of space. I just clicked 1 to use a sword. Okay, so apparently being a guard is a profession. So we're getting a look at the skills here. Wow, it goes very high. It goes up to 500, and I kind of like that. I wonder how high that actually is, though. Because it gets you the capes, just like a 99 cape, but how long does 500 take, do you think? Okay, so different areas unlock different professions. Interesting. So halfway through this goblin invasion, we are no longer able to even click on the goblins. Instead, we're helping a merchant. We're leaving. We're just leaving. We're a guard. We just learned about the guard profession, and we're leaving with the money, I guess. So I left the invasion, and they sent someone else to leave the invasion to tell me I shouldn't have left the invasion, and now we're just standing on the next game board. Not doing the invasion. Very cool. Go this way? Nope. East is locked. What about south? Is East Beach to the south? Just goblins are to the south. Good to know. Yeah, it seems there's no, like, aggro. It's just like a game board version of RuneScape 3. Oh, and you can keep moving while you're in combat? Sure. Okay, didn't seem to make a difference. We are guard level 1. Let's go. I guess current active foes? I'm not really sure what that means. Does that just mean what's in the area? But I've been killing these goblins and they're only level 6? I have no idea. Oh no, this is a normal goblin, not a goblin soldier. I gotta say, the combat really does feel like they made exactly RuneScape combat and then said, oh, I need to change this to look a little different. And they just put a weird skin on top of it. Because it feels like a worse version of RuneScape combat, and that feels bad to say. I'm sorry, Andrew. Where's the beach? What am I doing here? It is nice having stuff like weather effects and water that doesn't look like weird blue squares with white froth on the edges, but I'm still not a huge fan of the disconnected game board style of map. In my opinion, it makes it more boring, I guess, is the way I would just put it. Yeah, we're level 2 and we can fight crows now, I guess? Even though I don't understand. Is it saying these are unlocks and they're in our area so that we're gonna unlock them soon if we get to level 14? I don't know. A little clarity on that would be nice, but whatever. A little clarity on where the East Beach would be would be nice. Because everything has a lock on it. I still can't click the map to look at the East Beach, so what are you talking about? Is there like a secret back door in these buildings? What's going on? That's what I just did. I head south to the waterfront and then head west. It was just locked doors. What? This had a locked symbol on it before. Oh my god. So now I can get... Okay, so you go to the west and you get to the East Beach. Of course. Cause of course. Of course you do. Discover? Kelp. We're kelping. Okay, that's a new skill. We're foraging, I guess? I'm assuming this is a lot like other more typical MMOs where these are just nodules that you collect once and you'll do it on like a rotation. in different areas or something like that. We're level 1 forager. Now this is a different style of level up screen that tells me a little bit less. It tells me less than the other one, and I still don't know. Who knows? Okay. Okay, that's nice. At least if you go into the skills tab, you can find the things you've had in the past. It tells you where you found them. I guess that's something. That is something. Okay, now that we went to the west-east beach, we've got to go all the way back on this kind of annoying map. One of the great things about RuneScape is when you have to go a long way, you can just zip through all the houses and scoot through all the squares, but here you've got to follow their little game board design. Go around all the way around the edge of these cities. Okay, we're learning another profession here. We're doing some apothecary stuff. Basically herb lore. Except this is a lot more typical fantasy than RuneScape. We're making a literal health potion. Just called a health potion. Or healing potion, I guess. Okay. Now we're actually making the healing potion, because apparently that was just chopping up some bullshit, but now we can make some, nope, standard potion station? Standard potion station. Yeah, I'm really not a huge fan of how everything is click and then find an interface and then click the thing on the interface and then you start interacting with the thing. I guess that's pretty similar to RuneScape, but just the typical MMO-y huge interfaces that pop up, and not my most favorite thing. Seems like we've done everything except fishing and cooking, it seems like, so should be pretty close to done with this. Oh, that's cool. We're learning an anti-aggression spell, so creatures don't attack me. That's cool. Okay, apparently we have to train to a total level of 60 now. Oh, that's interesting. Granular MMO settings, which is kind of nice. We can hide our character names from specific people. We can do chat with specific people if we want. Well, I guess we're in the real world, but also nobody is in the training area. Okay, I'm told to train bows, and she says, no, you gotta be level 15 first, so... a little annoying. I guess we have to go grind on the crabs at the beach? Maybe? Oh, here's real people. Whoa! It's like an MMO. Oh, but I can't click on anyone? Oh, that's annoying. I wanna click on people. What? Silly. Oh, I have to be level 30 to fight them? So what am I supposed to do to get 15? Okay, we've got some high-level, weird little... Bugman! Cool. But they're too high-level. Oh, is there this way? Is there something this way? Oh! We have discovered a guard, and we can kill him with a sword. Good to know. If we want to leave okay, so it's like RuneScape Classic. If you want to leave combat, there's conditions that you have to meet to do that. And you've got to cast the immunity spell. Apparently it takes a few seconds, but then you can leave. Good to know. Now, do we gain our HP back at the end of a fight? No, we got level 3. The current active foes still doesn't make any sense. We take a helmet. Do we equip it? No, we don't. You must tune the armor at an obelisk before it can be equipped. Okay, fucking sure, whatever. I kind of think that's dumb, but whatever. So yeah, apparently to wear drops, you've got to attune them. We have to tune the armor at an obelisk, which is kind of annoying, but we've got an epic guard sword now, which seems strong. And that one doesn't have to be tuned? Okay, wow, that is a huge damage increase. Or I guess it's like strength increase, not damage increase, but still. Big upgrade. Should make this grind a little bit faster now, which is nice. So, strange system. Ugh. Even more annoying, you can't choose to click someone at the end of combat. You have to wait for all of the animations and the screen to fade and whatever before you can even choose to bring up the attack option on another guy, which is a little annoying. Okay, so the item system having rarities and item levels and stuff is kind of interesting. I wonder how late game that affects things. I know there's probably not much late game PvM stuff in this at the moment, nor do I know how interesting it would be with this style of combat, but good to know that you might have to get multiple drops before you get the thing you want. Oh, we're getting all the armor now. Heck yeah. Well, we can't tune it all, but whatever. No, okay, the armor panel is different. I thought there was only supposed to be like a few slots or something, but I guess not. We still got the cape, top and bottoms, boots, gloves, necklace, and hat. So, just the same as RuneScape there. Just a little bit weirder interface. I feel like you should just be able to choose like a default attack option and click a button when you want to change it or something. It's very annoying that you have to wait until the thing dies before you can even click the next thing, and then you've got to click the interface to tell it to attack even though you've already told it you want to attack. A little weird. I have to do this to level 15? This early in the game? It's not even AFK click a few chickens. I'll be honest, if I was new to this game and I didn't know who Andrew Gower was, this part I would have quit already. This early in the game, having to just come to a random thing and very slowly kill these sparring guys? I mean, the items are nice, but I'm way higher level than I was with way better gear, and it's still taking... Like, look how many hits this takes. You know what I mean? There's no interest. It's got hotkey combat that doesn't at all matter. I'm sure the special attacks at some point will, but not all that. I got like 10%, 20% of a level. Now we gotta go all the way into the other one, click on the thing, open the interface, click attack, and then to wait another 20 hits for it to die. I'd imagine much like the tutorial island stuff that constantly was changed over and over under the Gowers, that this will likely be changed as well. Although tutorial island was never this egregious. Apparently there's a different quest I'm supposed to do, but this is the quest I've been told to... Oh, we got rare gloves? Let's go. Oh, okay, so some of the armor needs to be tuned, but not specifically all of it? That's weird. Okay, well, just in case, I've gotten a bunch of armor and stuff here. Better weapon, whatever. I'm gonna look around real quick to see if there is another quest that I'm supposed to be doing. But I'm, like, following the quest line, and it told me to do that. But I don't think I see anyone else that I can talk to get guard XP, because this grind is pretty boring, pretty bad, pretty slow. And like I said, I would have quit by now if I didn't know who made this game. But even then, it's given me some doubts. I'm not seeing a single person that looks like they're giving me some quests. Oh my god. I'm supposed to go back inside of these? What? Okay, so there's more quests inside that you're supposed to do that give you different... Okay, whatever. Maybe that's my fault for not reading dialogue, but to complete the main story, we're supposed to do like 30 minutes of grinding or a quest that didn't seem mandatory? I don't know. Or maybe that was supposed to get you an item that makes you see that you need to do the Obelisk because it's not tuned, and then you go and do it. I don't know. Is this where I'm supposed to be? Is this the kind of quest design we're doing, where I run all the way down and then I have to run all the way back to the other side of the fucking map again? Because this is the North Walls, and it's telling me I have to go to the South Walls now. Like, just because did a goblin run through the entire city? So despite the fact that where I was standing said North Wall, the South Wall is mere tiles away from it. So this is the South Walls. I should have seen it. I'm silly. A 10 goblin thief. A 10 goblin thief has stolen a crate. Fled to the South Walls. A 10 goblin thief. Is it you? A level 10 goblin thief? Okay, now we're learning about tuning. Apparently, items need to be tuned to their locality. That is a strange mechanic. Oh, I see. So now we can open... Ah. That's kind of cool, I guess. I feel like maybe it's not the best way to do it, but whatever. Okay, that's a little bit better. Apparently this doesn't just go away every time you do anything. But it does change every single time you open a different thing, which is annoying. Whatever. What are we doing now? We're going to the Obelisk. We're going back to the Obelisk. Now we go back to where we just were because we have to follow the water. Okay, all the way back to the town gates. I think it feels really bad to move around in this game. Every time I'm asked to go somewhere else, I'm just like, oh, fucking great. I also wish the camera would zoom out more, but then that's just even more limitation from the weird little game board disconnected thing that they've done. Okay, Cryonite looks like a RuneScape 3 microtransaction. For early quests, this really does feel like a whole lot of nonsense for unlocking what seem like basic game mechanics. Literally, I came all the way down here to talk to this guy who's gonna run all the way back up to where I just was. Couldn't have done some lore about sending someone else to go get him and he just showed up. No. You gotta make me run through all these fucking game boards. Oh look, we're back exactly where we just were. Now we can finally do this tuning stuff that still really doesn't make sense. We have to tune it to our locality. Yes, we need levels. Okay, I really don't know what the tuning did. Whatever, I guess. Sure. That is a system in the game that doesn't seem to make much sense and really hasn't been explained. That's cool. Gotta go all the way back to the town gates. Woo! Okay. That 10,000 XP is what we did that quest for to get to the level 15 that we can use to actually progress the story. Let's use that hope port teleport. I did forget about that a couple times, but I remembered now. We can finally start doing the range training, I guess. Okay, so this is really going back to the old RuneScape classic style of combat that they were so very... I don't know, I find it very weird. But it really just seems like all you do is attack. Yeah, that was it. I just had to get guard level 15 to get a bow, and then now the strategy is you stand away and attack with a bow, and then you attack with a sword. Just so you can get some hits in before they get close to you, I guess. That's kind of interesting. To a point. I guess that makes a little more sense with the choosable weapons, but that's about the same as aggroing something with a magic short bow and then switching to a descam when it gets close to you. It's nothing crazy. Okay, so now I need to get my levels to 60? And I am currently 16, which seems bad. I haven't been taught about fishing, but I will go and click on some fish, I guess. Right, I can do that. I can just go here and fish some eels? No, I cannot. So what can I do? A mottled flounder? That I haven't discovered. Of course I haven't. Aha, I have found the fish that I'm able to catch, but I do not have a spear, right? Fishing spear. So is there a fishing store? I mean, it's gotta be up here, right? Wait, that's not a fishing shop, so where's the... That's just a rock store. What does that even mean? Because, you know, it's a seaside village, so instead of having the fishing store next to where the fishermen are, it's in the center of town. Because that makes sense. Which means I've got to go all the way back over here now. Get some fishing levels, hopefully. My goal is to get 60 total levels and see what happens after that. It's probably where I'm going to stop, just because the more I'm doing, the more I'm realizing this isn't really my thing, I don't think. It's like if RuneScape never had any quality of life upgrades and was worse. Which just sucks to say about a new game that could be promising, but like, this game already exists and it's better. It's called RuneScape. Okay, so I have a bunch of fish and now I have to cook them, but I've had no indication of how or where to do that. Wait, chef, do I not cook these at all? I guess I can just sell them to you, but I thought I could do fishing and cooking, but there's no fish on this list other than jellied eels, but I don't have those. I guess I'd probably rather just fish and drop them then. So yeah, apparently you can cook some fish, but not all of them. Okay, I wanted to do fishing and cooking together, and I can't do cooking until level 2, so I have to find out where to start cooking, I guess. There's no information in the thing. I haven't discovered a sandwich, and I haven't collected a card, so I have to, like... It really, really feels bad to get around this game. It really does. Especially since the map doesn't really make much sense. Do I have to go to the dining? Oh, it's the dab kitchen? So I gotta go all the way back over here. Okay, I see now. I think it's the disconnected chunks of the map make it so much harder for me to even realize, like, where I am or where anything else is, because everything feels like it just loads in when you go to a door and there's no connection between it. But I don't know. Do we make a bacon sandwich now? But I need bacon and bread, but I don't have... So there's pigs somewhere that I've missed this entire time? Oh my god. Seriously? It's this little XP per level or per thing? But you have to buy them? This is... I want to like this game. I wanted to like this game. The more I play, the worse it feels. The worse the movement feels, the worse every option feels. Getting from screen to screen is slow and annoying, and finding new things is slow and annoying. A lot of important things don't appear on the map when you're right next to them. So you've got to come to this guy to get your cooking ingredients, right? But when you're near him, there's no icon on the map. So that was incredibly easy to walk past 100 times without knowing it was even there. Look, the icon doesn't even... Oh, it's in the middle now. Okay, cool, whatever. I was really excited for what could be a different, fun spin on what RuneScape is. Which is really all that another gower MMO could promise to be. If you think it's promising to be anything else, despite looking at the graphics and the gameplay and everything, then good for you, I guess. But honestly, this feels bad to play. It feels bad to learn. And when you do figure things out, it's not very satisfying. So it just feels like the game has really missed the mark. I don't know. Obviously, it's early access. Obviously, things are going to change, but especially not being able to click escape or click away from those kinds of interfaces is annoying. I think in another year, maybe it'll be better. Maybe the intro experience will be better. But honestly, I'm not having a good time. I know I seem negative. It's how I communicate a lot of the time, but this doesn't seem. It's like polished for what it is, but what it is feels bad. So it's a strange experience, kind of. The movement feels bad. The quests aren't very interesting or fun. They feel like bad RPG quests that people have made fun of for years. I mean, they're not go kill 10 boars yet, but talk to a guy, and then he runs off, and then you run off to find him, and then he tells you to talk to a guy, and then you talk to another guy, and then they both talk to you back at the original place, and then they both leave, and then you go find both of them again. That kind of thing. But I don't know, it's just a whole lot of little things that feel really bad. The movement, I think, I would be willing to do this a lot more if the movement didn't feel as bad as it does, and if the world felt more connected and less like a weird maze that doesn't make sense. But for now, I think this is all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sell these soups, these jellied eels, and that's gonna be it. Sorry. If you like this game, that's fine. I think there's an audience for this, but I think it's a bad version of RuneScape. So let me know what you think. Okay. Bye.